What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flaves Beats, and I am excited to be back and bringing you another burn. So I did not do a burn last month. There was a couple reasons for that. The first of which was the insane gas fees last month. There was times that I tried to do a burn of 1 million Shib, and it was going to cost me more than 1 million Shib to do the burn. So gas fees were super high last month, um, and it was just not possible to do it. I actually had recorded a video explaining this and was all set to release it, and then the gas fees lowered, and so I didn't release that video, and then life sort of got in the way, and I was unable to do a burn at the end of last month. But the good news is we actually got another update from DistroKid. So the totals for March came in. So the earnings for March was $95.92. The earnings for February was $89.70. So that's the data for the last 2 months. It is all here in this report. So remember, my burn rate is 50% right now. And that was until I at least made back what I had already put out already. So to get into that a little bit before we do our burn today, I started doing burns in December. I didn't actually get paid for the burns in December until the end of February. So, and even then, the amount that I burned, if you see over here, $35.16 was basically 1 million Shib, was nowhere near what I earned, right? So for the beginning of this project, very often the money I was putting out was more than the money I was earning, or even more specifically, the 50% that was dedicated towards burning. That has finally caught up to each other. So you'll see here the 50% column, 50% burn amount column equals 122.32, and my amount that I've already burnt in Shib is 107.68. So that means we are going to have another burn here today, which will be a little bit over 1 million Shib. I think it's around 1.2, 1.3 million Shib, something like that. The good news is, if we look at the stats, the months we're talking about right now was February and March. And so if you see in those months, I only generated about 36,000 in streams for both of those 2 months, and that's where I got between $89 and $95. The next couple burns are going to be huge. So in April, the total was 89,387 streams. And right now in May, it's looking like, with all the data in, 87,000. So 2 back-to-back really big months. I'm expecting that they will be more than double what February and March's totals will be. So that will mean at the end of next month, so at the end of July, when I get paid out for, at the end of June, when I get paid out for April, I anticipate that being a pretty big burn. So that being said, this will be the last of the quote-unquote small burns. And then I also, at the end, I hope you guys stick around to the end, I do have some news because I'm going to do something special for June, for all music streamed in June. So stick around to the end to find out about that. But that being said, all this has been updated on the report here for the various columns, right? So you can see the burn amount and the rate. The earnings report, I've only made earnings for March from Spotify and 3 cents from Amazon. Nothing else really paid out, so those are the big ones. So for the time being, just keep listening to Spotify if you can. If not, if you have Apple Music, that's great, or Amazon Music, that's great as well. But Spotify would be the main revenue generator. And once I get the burn that I'm going to do today completed, I'll record that information here, including the Etherscan receipt, and get this all updated. So the difference between what I've already spent out of pocket and what the earnings that should be burnt are, I think it's $14.64. I already have it queued up here in Shiba Burn. Yeah, it's $14.64. The amount we're going to be burning today to generate that is 1,342,000 Shib. So this is my first time trying via the burn portal. There might be some technical issues, right? I'm figuring this out. Never really seen anyone else do it, so bear with me as we go through this. Okay, so it looks like it has been approved, so now I can burn now. Sorry, again, it's my first time doing it. Apologize as I was trying to figure that out, but here we go. I'm going to burn it. I don't know what just happened. Oh, it looks like it just updated. Look at that, I burned 1,342,000 Shib. My token balance is just over 3 million. That's just what I have sitting in Shiba swap currently. I have a lot more Shib. It's just in either Coinbase or now Robinhood. So that's it. Let's see if we're on Etherscan now. Up, here we go. This is it right here. So this is the transaction. I will copy that. Actually, let me just copy this. Put that here. And we are good. So that's done. You can see that the amount here of the burn receipts equals the amount that should be burned. Completely break even now at this point from what I've burned out to what we have generated. So again, apologize. That was my first time trying to figure that out. Hopefully the next time it'll be a lot more clear and smooth for everyone, and the next time it will be a much bigger burn. So with that, I said stick around and I'd have some news for you, and I do, and that news is that starting in June, for the entire month of June, I will burn 100% of any revenue generated in June. So after June, it'll go back down to 50%. But anything generated in June will burn 100% when I actually collect it. Now, again, that'll be like 2 months later, right? But aside from doing the first burn today in the burn portal, which is the big news, the other big news story is 100% for any any streams that are generated in June. So there's 3 albums worth of streams. You can go ahead and hit up the playlist, and the more you play, the more that will get burned. So thanks for sticking around with me, guys. I do appreciate everything, especially because the last month or so has been super difficult for me. I just been doing a lot of stuff with this class I'm in for my MBA, and it's just consumed a lot of my time. And I've been a little bit less active on Twitter and stuff like that because of that. So, but again, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. If you guys like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment that down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.